Hey guys, Josh here and welcome back to the channel. It has been a while, but we are back and I'm going to be showing you 5 forgotten money making methods today on RS3. So the first one we're going to show you is teletabs. Teletabs are still profitable. You're going to make about 1 mil an hour, okay? And for this you're going to need a mud staff or an all elemental staff. As such, you will then need 27 law runes. I'm doing Lumbridge teletabs, so I need air runes and 1 extra to teleport to my house. And then soft clay. So what you want to do is teleport to your house. Go to your lectern. You want to make Lumbridge teleport tabs. So once you finish with these, you would generally teleport back to a bank, and you would then use the house portal back here again to continue. The method's not as good as OSRS because they have a unnoter in the Remington shop. We don't have that, sadly, so you do have to do some more teleporting. Let's just price check these to show you how much it's worth. $93k. Okay, and I will put a little add-on here of how much the inventory of stuff cost, just so you are aware, and the profit per trip. So for number 2, we are going to be using a ring of forging to smith iron ore. The ring basically gives you 140 smelts of pure iron ore casting. Usually it's 2 iron ore occasionally, but now it goes to 1. So we're going to get 140 bars plus the extra for the mining and smithing rework. And this is about 700 to 1 mil an hour. And then I'll show you afterwards a few extra ways you can make a little bit more money from them. So, yep, let's get started. And just before I quickly start this, make sure you do the quest, which I will put the name on the screen here, because I can't remember off the top of my head. That gives you the gloves, because it's 28 there, or to make it more AFK. If you go and grab the gloves, which are here, the smelting gauntlets, you can do 60 bars at once, which makes smithing a lot more AFK, meaning you can do this semi-AFK. So 60 bars at once, there we go. And I'll be back when this is all done. So we are done smelting them all. What I've done though is I've just went and purchased 1 more ore because the ring, for some reason, I think it's a bug or something, the game doesn't actually recognize it in the forge, so it still says I can only forge 1, so it basically just means you get a full ring's worth if you buy 1 extra ore. Actually, the ring has been destroyed, but I still have 1 left. That's just how the game works, sadly. So if we remove all of this, and we do a quick price check, 158k, which is obviously quite a lot more than what we paid originally for it, and yeah, this is about a 700 to 1 mil an hour, depending on your extras and stuff. And then what you can do is if you scroll down here, you can make some iron ingots. 5 iron bars, if we click the iron bar one. Iron bar sells for just over 1k at the moment. The iron ingot sells for 7k, and it only uses 5, so you're making about a 2k extra profit. It might not sell for that extra 2k. I think iron bars fluctuate a little. Iron ingots fluctuate a little bit, but you're definitely gonna make at least 1k more by making them into this. And then you can only do 28 because it goes into your inventory. But as you're at Edgeville, you can literally just bank it right there and run back. That would boost your profit to definitely over 1 mil an hour, but obviously it takes a little bit more time. So just make sure you are aware of how much time it is taking. So as it's 5 bars at once, it really doesn't take very long. That was 1 inventory and 2 extra bars worth. So let's go and sell it in the GE. Right, so the iron bars, like I said, they don't sell for the full 8k odd or whatever they were saying for. They actually sell for just over 6k. That seems to be their going sell price. But by converting them, you get an extra 1k for a couple of seconds more work. So I think it's worth it. So we're going to pick that up. And if we look at our sales history, you will see that we paid 57k for the iron ore, let's just say 58, and I believe it's about 1.8, I believe the Ring of Forgings, when I purchased them, were under 1k each. So you're looking at under 60k, and we've just turned that into 120k profit. So, let's get on to the next one. We are going to go back old school and we're going to gather everything we need. This is what you used to do when no GE was around. You had to go and gather everything yourself or buy it through a very high inflated price at one of the banks. So we are going to be making diamond necklaces. Okay, a lot of jewelry these days is profitable. However, diamond necklaces is going to earn you the same money if you sell it back to the GE as Dragonstone. So it's pretty decent to buy and make if you have a bit of a less cash stack. Also, you can buy a lot more diamonds than you can Dragonstone, which is better news. And you can high out them for about 200 to 300 GP profit. And as you can see, I've just purchased them all down below. And what I did there was I purchased one at a inflated price. I sold it at a reduced price. Found out the lowest buy point and purchased them like that, which means I saved myself about 40-50 GP. And at the end of the day, profit is profit. So what you need for this is you obviously need a mining pick, you need a ore box, and you need some gold spirits. You also want some signs of the porter. However, I don't have any at the moment, and I'm only doing 100 necklaces to show you. So I'm hopefully just going to fill up my ore box and my inventory, and we should be good to go. So I'm just recording where to run to show you, because some people might not realize this is actually a place. But we're going to the, I can't remember what exactly they're called. I believe it's concentrated gold rocks or gold deposits, which gives you 5 rocks per swing. And then obviously with the stone spirits, it doubles that to 10. You're actually going to save yourself so much money this way, and it's so fast, especially with a sign of the porter. If you spend maybe 10 minutes or so just gathering some gold ore one evening, you can spend the next day turning them into other stuff. So you will be attacked, you will be hit as you run down here. It's not an issue. Okay. Occasionally, one of them will start throwing stuff at you. You can kind of run up here and kite him away. Yeah, we're at the concentrated gold deposit, and you literally just want to keep swinging. And if you click I believe it's every 3 seconds when you see the green sparks, you actually get a higher tick rate of ore. So as you can see, we've literally got a full inventory almost already. And if you did not know, you can actually drag and drop your ore box onto your taskbar, and that will actually not disrupt your mining when you press it. So if we have a little right click, you will see that gold ore is 291 GP. Mining gold ore this way is also a great money maker if you were interested in just mining. But obviously you would need signs of the porter. You'd probably need a whole inventory or a Grace of the Elves to store them, but I'm not that rich, so I don't have a Grace of the Elves. It's on the list of things to buy though. So as you can see, we've got 75 ore in literally a couple of seconds. Doesn't take very long. And if you're wondering how it's a profitable moneymaker through porters, it's because one porter charge will send all 10 ores back. And obviously if they're 291 GP each, times that by 10, you know, it's a lot of money. So we're now going to teleport back to Edgeville. Always recommend doing the easy Varrock task diaries. They don't take very long. You get obviously the Edgeville dungeon unlocked, and you get the bonuses of, you know, extra bars, extra ores when you mine in specific places. It's just generally a really good place to go. But before this, I was doing it at Lumbridge. It's not too bad at Lumbridge, but it's just much faster here at Edgeville. So we're going to want to collect our diamonds. And there they are. And now what you want to do is deposit it all to my very messy bank. You want to take, obviously, all of your gold ore. And then I like to do that with my diamonds. Deposit that in. And you can turn, obviously, 60 at once into the bars. And as you saw there, the bars are worth 800 and the ore is worth 200. So it's a 600 GP for smelting it as well. So even if you don't want to faff around making jewelry because you have to run to the bank and back, just mining the ore and smelting it will earn you 800 GP profit in literally a couple of minutes. It's crazy. So I will be back once I have smelted all my ore and all my jewelry. I'm literally just going to be making the jewelry, running back to the bank, and refilling it. You can make a preset if you're doing this in bulk, but I'm only doing 100, so I won't bother with that. And I'll come back and show you the profit. So we have made all the bars. Really did not take very long. This is such a good method to make money. If we look at our sales history, I purchased 100 of the gold spirits. I didn't even use them all for 6k. Let's say that's 5k I purchased and used. 63k, so that's 70k, just to round it all up, just in case the prices fluctuate. Boom! 257k. Literally did not take me any time at all. Let's see how much they sell for. Insta sold for 2.837 each. There's a few gold bars spare, which usually I would just keep. But for the point of the video, we will just sell these. Just do below market price. So, to spend a little bit more time, we literally made 225k profit in 5 minutes. This is well over 1 mil an hour, well over 1 mil an hour. If you take the time and go and mine the gold yourself, and you buy the diamonds at the lowest price, as you see, I saved myself 20-ish, 15 GP there. So always try and do that. And also, it doesn't take very long being at Edgeville. So I'm actually going to probably do this for the remainder of the day. So let's just go and buy 1,000 of them. So I'll probably do another video about jewelry making shortly. But now let's go on to our 4th guide and then our 5th. So for this next one, we are making spiritweed incense sticks. Now this one is a little bit more interesting. Now, to buy the willow incense sticks, it's literally impossible. So it might actually be worth just making them by buying the impus ashes and then some willow logs and crafting them on its own. Or you can do what I did and just buy a bit of everything and then buy the herbs and stick them on. It does take a little bit longer. However, the XP you get for fire making and prayer and stuff is actually quite good. Obviously, a much low money making method. You're probably going to make about 700 to 800k for this. Not an awful lot, maybe less, maybe more. So yeah, as you can see, I purchased 28 willow logs. It's 2 for 1, so 28 willow logs, 28 impus ashes, and then 14 clean spiritweed. And in the end, we made 14 spiritweed incense sticks. They sold at 16,158, and that gives me a profit of 150k for one inventory. But it does take time to make it, so this would be something great if you had a spare few minutes, or maybe you were AFKing. You could turn the willow logs into the sticks, and then you could add the ashes, and then you could add the spiritweeds before selling them finally. So this is another one of those long-term money-making methods with good XP for fire making and prayer. So yeah, so you're probably looking at about the 700 to 1 mil an hour mark. So for this last little money-making method, we are going to be making, turning runite bolts into onyx bolts E, or just onyx bolts. Either way should make some money, so let's give them a go. So I've got 20 here, so we are going to just make 20 onyx bolts. Like so, and you want to use a portable Fletcher because you can actually save some runite bolts back to earn a little bit extra money. So now we've got the 20, then what we're going to do is we're actually going to enchant 10 of them, like so. So now we've got 10 onyx bolts and 10 onyx bolts E. So now I'm going to go and sell them and then work out the profit for each, and I will let you know. So for simply turning runite bolts and onyx bolt tips into onyx bolts, you will make 3,630k per transmutation, or per craft. And for making them then into onyx bolts E, you will earn an additional 5,119 GP. So crafting them and enchanting them earns you the most profit of 5k per craft. Obviously this does require 87 magic to enchant them. However, 87 magic is not very much. It's quite easily achievable, especially if you're doing Slayer. And 5k per enchant is pretty good. Pretty good. So, yeah, thank you all for watching, and I hopefully will see you all very soon for some more money-making methods. Forgotten, old, or new, we will do them all, and I will see you all very soon.